Hey, my name is Rito and I'm building a Shopify store from scratch in 30 days. This is day number 27. And today what we're going to do is cover the dreaded topic. The dreaded topic of refunds. Why do refunds and chargebacks come? Now listen guys, if you're selling anything online, all right, you are going to face the issue of refunds. And rather than take it in a negative light, if you know what to prepare yourself with, if you're starting off your business, you know how to deal with them, then you're much better off in the long run, because it's never crib about these things. It's much better to actually solve these issues. All right. So how can you so the first question is, how do you have less of these issues? And the second thing is, if these issues happen, then how do you deal with them? All right. So this is something that not a lot of people cover. This topic is not really about sales or about marketing. So not a lot of people cover this, but it is so important that you understand how you can deal with refunds, chargebacks, and all these issues. And I'll be going into complete detail about how I have been going about it and how you can follow the same footsteps. It's really simple. All right, listen guys, the Shopify business model is really simple. All you need to do is follow this step-by-step processes that I've laid down for you. All right, now let's begin off today's session. So what I'm going to really quickly do is, first off, before we start off this, I have a really heartwarming story to share with you. I just got a message on my Flying Start online page like a couple of hours ago or something, and it's from somebody. I'll just show you. It's from somebody called Maria, and she sent it. All right, so first, a little bit about me. She's a military vet in the USA. She started affiliate marketing when she came across one of my videos. She literally had $400 to her name. And she, by the way, I listened to all of her audio messages that are sent. And she has... She basically had $400 to her name, and then she started off listening to like watching my videos and following my challenges straight from Bizathon 1, guys. This is not Bizathon 3. She started from June. She started with the email Bizathon, then followed the membership site Bizathon. She had like job interviews lined up. She was struggling, but she still made it happen. She hustled hard. And I want to really quickly, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not, but basically in this message, she basically says she finally got like a $15,000 check from, she just got an email which says she made $15,000, which is amazing. So this just goes to show that whatever I've taught you in the past has a lot of value right now, all right? So all you need to do is just remember that. Remember that what you are being taught right now is very like, whatever I've taught in the past, it does not degrade. It just basically grows stronger. Whatever you learn from me, you can take these lessons and execute it in any business model you want. Email marketing, we're executing it in in Shopify as well. Membership sites, if you're selling digital products, membership sites are super important. You can generate a recurring revenue. All right, guys. So listen, this is something I wanted to share with you because it was truly a heartwarming story. She literally breaks down, and I want to thank her for sharing her story with me. It was amazing. All right, so let's get on with today's session, and let me just quickly share with you how do you deal with refunds. All right, so I'm going to quickly share my screen with you. All right, so let me just write this down because it's going to get much more easier for you guys. All right, so first off, let me change it to blue and black. All right, so issues, we just call it Shopify issues. All right, not issues with the Shopify platform, but the issues when you sell stuff online. All right, so let's start off with the first thing at hand. The first thing is, all right, so you got two things you have to contend with. All right, one is refunds, and the other is chargebacks. Now, if you have not sold anything online, I can tell you right now, chargebacks are the worst thing that can happen. What spelling have I written here? Chargebacks. All right. Is it still fine? I don't even know what I've written here. All right, so just think of it like chargebacks, okay? Don't judge me right now on my spelling. All right, so we've got chargebacks. Now, chargebacks are the worst thing that can happen to an online seller. And basically what happens is, once a person has made a purchase, and a lot of people in the US, especially in the US, because it's very, very easy for a customer to make a chargeback. All they have to do is just literally call the number on the back of their card, call their bank, and then be like, I don't know where this charge came from, so give me a chargeback. And what most of the reasons why this happens is when a customer is upset, if they've sent you an email and you have not replied back, if they've been trying to reach you but you're not getting back to them, that is when the refunds and chargebacks start to come in. All right, you want your, and listen guys, it's much, I've dealt with physical products, I've dealt with digital products, I've dealt with mental products. So I'm telling you right now, with physical products, your refunds are going to be super low. Expect less than 5%. In fact, if you have 5%, you're doing something wrong. I should even be like, you should expect less than 1%. All right, I've sold over like 250 units so far. I have not gotten a single refund request. All right, so next up we've got chargebacks. You should ideally aim at less than 0.01%. all right, but still, listen guys, even one chargeback, it hurts, right? So what do you do in order to say that? There are two things you have to remember. All right, first, how to do so that you don't get them, so not get them in the first place. All right. And the first thing is, and the second thing is, what do you do when you do get them? All right, dealing with them. So you've got two things here. So what do you do so that you don't get them in the first place? And the second thing is, what do you do when you actually get these refunds and chargebacks? All right, so let us first off start off with each of these aspects. So the first thing I want to cover is, how do you not get them in the first place? All right, so this is what you do in order to not get them in the first place. You basically, are you able to see my screen right now? Are you able to see me drawing all of these things? Can you just type in yes right now? All right. So if you can see my screen, or so if you, so here's some important things to remember. First off, all right, your domain needs to be registered on a custom registrar. All right. It should be either GoDaddy or Namecheap, or some other registrar where you can actually deal with your where you can deal with your DNS and everything. All right, where you can get a business email as well. The second thing you have to do is to get a business email. All right, so this is the second thing you have to do. You have to get a business email. Now these cost anywhere between $1 to $3. If you have registered your domain name with GoDaddy, you can get it for like a couple of bucks. With Namecheap also, it's like $1 or $2, something like that. All right, so this is about so once you get this business email, right, what you're going to do is set up an email which says support. All right, support at whatever your domainname.com is. All right. So this is the first thing you have to do. A lot of people don't take this support seriously, and this is going to hurt you. You won't get many support requests. Guys, it's not like you'll be sitting all day answering to support emails. Very few support requests actually come in. In fact, I'll tell you right now, after having sold 250 units, I've had to deal with like, I don't know, probably like 5 or 6 emails in total. All right. So very few people will actually contact you. Most of them are going to contact you regarding shipping issues, like if they're getting frustrated and not getting the product. So you have to basically tell them that, guys, the product is on their way. You give them the tracking ID, and then they're able to track where their product is right now. All right. Now, I'll take you through the entire process of like, once you actually set up your support email, right? Support at whatever domainname.com is. You have to make sure, all right, let me just write this in blue right now so that it just completely is crystal clear for you guys. All right. The first thing, reply to all customer questions, whether it's on email, whether it's on comments. So when you're advertising on Facebook, right, you're going to get people who have ordered from you and they just basically comment like, I have not received my order, blah, blah, blah. All right. So you have to reply to all emails, all comments, and all messages. Or listen guys, Facebook messages are one place where you're going to get a lot of requests. All right. I mean, not a lot, but I mean, a good percentage of people who contact you. So make sure you reply to your messages as well. All right. And I'll give you, in this video, I'm going to show you a way to completely automate that as well. All right. So the second thing should be to make sure that your customer receives shipping updates. All right. And basically Shopify does this automatically, but unless you mark it as fulfilled and mark the enter the tracking code that your shipping provider gives you, then Shopify won't send that email. So you have to mark it as fulfilled, and I'll give you the complete brief of how to do that as well. The third thing is that you have to basically what do you do when you get asked for refunds? All right. So here's something that you have to do. Let me just quickly share my screen with you yet again, share my face with you so that I can share with you. All right. So when you get a refund, all right, somebody asks for a refund. They're like, I'm frustrated. I'm not getting my product. It's taking a long time. I want a refund right now. So you like, thank you for contacting us. All right. I want to let you know that your order is on its way. We have processed your order, and it's going to take X amount of days to reach you. Once it does, I'll be happy to process a refund for you. Just send over that product to this XYZ address. Now, if you're an international seller, I told you in the first or second video that you can basically set up a virtual post mail or use some service so that you have a US address. It costs like $10 a month. So you basically tell them to ship that product out to that US address, and then once you get that product, you'll be happy to give them a refund instantly. All right. So you basically write that down. Just create a template of that email so you can literally copy and paste that everywhere, wherever you get such a request. So this way, what happens is most people never actually send back because it just costs them extra money to ship out the product once they get it to your virtual post mail or whatever. If if somebody actually does, then just give them a refund. You will probably about, and this is from after talking to a lot of Shopify sellers, if 10 people ask for a refund, only about like a couple of them will actually send the product back to you. So you have to just give a refund to those 2 people. So it's going to be like very, very few people who are actually going to get a refund. So this is one way to deal with them. And those who actually get the product, they don't ask for a refund. They don't ship it back to you. So it's a decision they made. So you don't end up losing money for them as well. And they don't do a chargeback because they actually received the product in hand. So you're safe both ways. So this is one way you have to deal with your customer refund complaints. All right. Now, what happens when a chargeback comes? Now, chargebacks are super tricky because in most cases, banks tend to favor the customer. All right. Especially if it was a digital product. We have had massive chargeback issues in the last 10 years that I've been doing business, especially with digital products, because many people don't like understand where they ordered the product from, because it's not something they actually that got shipped and they received in hand. So it's not something that we can claim. We just basically give them their invoice. We give them the login details. So it doesn't work that way. Now for Shopify, it's much more easier to win chargebacks with physical products because you can send them the AliExpress screenshot when a chargeback comes in. So you have an opportunity to reply to that chargeback. So make sure you definitely reply to that chargeback. You send the order information from Shopify, you export that, you send the tracking information from AliExpress, you take a screenshot of that order information page, you send that over. You basically enter the tracking code of the shipping code inside EMS, the website for e-package, and then you send a screenshot of the shipping information from that as well. And you also send them the transaction information either on PayPal or Stripe, wherever that transaction happened. You send that over to them as well. So once you send over all this documentation, I know it's a lot of hard work. I know it's like 4 or 5 screenshots that you have to take, but make sure you do that because the more chargebacks you can win, the better. Now, listen guys, if you're selling like 2 products a month, you won't get any chargebacks. But if you're selling like hundreds of units a month, you can expect 1 or 2 chargebacks a month. So in that case, you have to be prepared for it. And it just takes about 10 to 15 minutes to respond to a chargeback. So make sure to take that time, because if you keep losing chargebacks, there's an issue. You have to resolve that right now. And listen guys, how do you not get them in the first place? Now this is super important, so I'll quickly share that with you. So inside your store, right, you probably you notice that I placed a lot of emphasis on these pages that get set up. All right, which is the shipping policy and the refund policy. These are the 2 most important pages that you can set up on your store. Inside the shipping policy, make it super clear. All right. First off, shipping is free, of course. In our store, it's free. What happens why is my order being shipped in different packages? Now, if somebody orders multiple units, then they are going to get multiple shipments for it. They're not going to get a single shipment for that. So in order to do that, especially if they've ordered like 3 different units from your store of 3 different products, so they're going to get 3 different packages. Next, when will I receive my order? Now they've told us that due to the popularity of our offers, please allow an estimated 2 to 4 weeks for your order to arrive in USA. Other countries can take an estimated 2 to 4 weeks due to traveling distance and customs. Now I think I'll change it up to 3 to 5 weeks now because I've already started getting people complaining, but I've only gotten like 4 or 5 people have complained so far, so that's fine. And for those as well, I've given them the tracking information and they seem pretty happy for now. All right. Now, you also have to mention these things. So go to commonpanda.com, just literally just blatantly copy the shipping policy right here. It should be fine. Next up, your refund policy is again very important. You have to mention that you have a 30-day guarantee, but in order for them to get a refund, they have to follow the steps below. Products can be returned if they're in their original condition. Return your authorizing number to support at your whatever email, and then to assure a refund, please use a trackable mail service and send that. Upon the receipt of your package, your products will be examined and a full refund will be issued. Now, because we made these return policies extremely clear on our website, so you basically won't get much refunds and chargebacks. But still, you're able to use things like 30-day refund guarantee on your product pages and all of this so that you get better conversions. So you have your refund and a shipping policy. Make sure you have these set up on your store. If you don't, seriously, just go do that right now. All right, don't wait. This is how you're going to save a lot of headache in the future. All right, now, you remember I told you one important thing. Let me just quickly share my thing with you here again. So you remember I told you about this business email and all of these things. So let me cover each of these things as well. First, I'm going to really quickly just save this 334 something. All right. So now what I have done, because my domain was registered with Namecheap. So Namecheap has a private email box, as you can see right here. So this is privateemail.com. I'm using Namecheap, and support at Common Panda is set up using this. And it just cost me like a couple of bucks a month. But here, it basically, what you do is once you set your support at whateverdomain.com, you go to your settings and then go to your general and then just update your emails to support at yourdomain.com. All right. Once you have done that, then all the emails, like all the order notifications, all the support queries, all of them will be received inside this one mailbox where you can address all your customer issues as well. All right. Now, we just got another sale, by the way, while this call was going on. Anyways, so we go to, let me take you through to the Common Panda dashboard page here. Now, here's an important thing. All right. So this is where you get some customers asking questions as well. And of course, you have to reply to comments also. All right. So you have to reply to your Facebook comments in your ad posts whenever you get somebody asking like, all right, I ordered like a month ago, I haven't received it. So you have an option to send them a message right there. So you send them a message, be like, hey, can you just send an email to support at whatever your domain is? And you basically give me your order number and I'll track it down for you. Really simple. But as long as you're keeping these lines of communication. Now, this is very important. So I have to show my face again. You have to keep the lines of communication open. All right. If a customer asks something and you don't reply to them for 4 days, they are going to get upset. They are going to go to PayPal and like either do a chargeback or do a refund. You have to be proactive about this, guys. When you get a customer who is either commenting on your post or either sending you a Facebook message or sending you an email, reply back to them. It takes like 5 seconds. Once you have sent and reply back to them, they at least know there's somebody else on the other line who's wanting to help them. Even though the shipment is taking like a month to reach, just that simple reply back from you, that's going to help you out. All right. So here's another thing that's interesting right now. So Robin commented on one of my videos and she was like, all right, so I haven't received my order in like a month. I ordered like a month ago. So I basically told her that, Robin, can you just send me a message on Facebook or just send an email to support at Common Panda? So she replied back and then she was like, all right, so I ordered on this much date. And she was like, my order number is 26637. Guys, our order, I'll show you right now. My order numbers start with #CP. All right. So first thing, I know for a fact she has not ordered from my store. So you will get a lot of people who are actually placing orders from other vendors, from other Facebook ads they saw and of the same product, but they'll think that you were the person. So you have to basically get back to them. You're like, Robin, doesn't seem like you ordered from Common Panda. I searched looking from your email as well. Our order numbers start from #CP. All right. So my request 2907 received this much delivered by Zendesk. We don't even use Zendesk, guys. We don't use Zendesk. So she's basically confusing us with somebody else, right? So you will get these confused people. You just have to make sure you reply back to them. Hey, maybe they get a refund from that other vendor and order from you instead, right? So now here's an interesting thing I want to show with you. All right. So this is somebody who just basically just typed in get started when this first sent a message to our Facebook page. And then you see this. Hi Jessica, nice to meet you. My name is Common Panda. I'm mostly a happy panda. Let me send you a selfie. I find some great unique deals. Start shopping. She clicked on main menu and then I was like, hi, I'm the Panda bot. If you need help, please shoot us an email, support@commonpanda.com. All right. Now you'll be like, dude, are you like really typing in all these messages? No, not really. I've set up a ChatFuel free chatbot. All right. You go to chatfuel.com, you connect your Facebook page with this, and you literally just set up a welcome message. Inside automate, you're like, hi, first name, nice to meet you, blah blah blah, and then you basically set up a default answer. If they send something like yes or no or whatever, you're like, hi, I'm the Panda bot. If you need any help, please shoot us an email, so that they're getting an instant reply. So this is how you automate this reply process as well. And when they actually send you an email to support@commonpanda, this is when you can actually reply back to them manually. All right. So this is going to save you a lot of headaches. All right. A lot of headaches. And listen, guys, Shopify automatically, if you go to your sales channels and enable the messenger channel inside sales channels, Shopify will automatically send them these tracking updates as well. Shopify is awesome. All right. So just use that automation in play so that you have to deal with a lot less customer support issues. All right. So let me just quickly share my face with you so that I can go over all of these concepts yet again. All right, so I've got my notes right here. So I'm going to basically drill down this thing. First off, make sure your domain is registered using either a domain registrar or GoDaddy, Namecheap, whatever. If you are registered on Shopify, even then they have an email forwarding service. But then what happens is, even though you can set up a Gmail address, which we did in the first part, what you have to do is basically forward that email to that Gmail address and then reply from that Gmail address. But I recommend much more cleaner approach to this. Just get a business email. It costs like a couple of bucks a month. And then you can literally, all the replies back that get sent to your customers are also sent from support at your domain. If you have a forwarding service enabled, then what's going to happen is that if you reply back to your customers, it's going to go from that Gmail address. All right. So it's not that professional, but initially when you're starting off, you can do that as well. As long as you're replying to your customers, you are going to save on a lot of hassles in the future. I have not yet received a single refund. All right. Not a single refund. All right. I got a couple of people who were like asking for refunds, but then I gave them the tracking information. They're like, all right, that's fine. Cool. All right. So next up, once you have set up your business email, the second thing is to basically make sure you're replying to all emails, all messages, and all comments. All right, done, deal. You're not going to get a lot, but make sure you are replying to them. The second thing is you have to make sure your customers are receiving your tracking updates. Shopify automatically sends us tracking update email. All right, all you have to do is mark the order as fulfilled. Once you have that tracking number from AliExpress, you basically enter it inside Shopify and you mark it as fulfilled. They will be sent an email with the tracking information. All right. So next up, when asked for a refund, you have to basically tell them that they need to send back the product to your address. Once they do, you will be happy to give them a refund. If you get a chargeback, you send them the like shipping update from AliExpress. You send them the order information from Shopify. You send them the paid invoice from either Stripe or from PayPal. You send all of that over. If the customer has actually contacted you in any way, you send the transcripts of that email as well. And then you will be winning a lot of chargebacks because these are physical products. All right. These are physical products and you've literally shipped them the product that they asked for. So then you won't get any problems. But if you haven't shipped out the product, then you are in big trouble, my friend. You are in big trouble. Seriously, if you're watching this and using this unethically, like you're selling products but not shipping them out to customers, shame on you. Shame on you. All right, so next up, shipping policy and the refund policy, clear on website. It has to be there on your website. Now, here's an important thing. This is something I need to cover right now. All right, all right. It's time for Black Friday and Christmas. A lot of people who are going to order from your store are going to order Christmas gifts. So, Cyber Monday is 27th November. So that's going to be your final day of your actual proper ads that you run for your store, because it takes 3 to 4 weeks for the product to reach a customer. And you don't want people who are ordering on 3rd December and not getting it by Christmas. So you will have to mention one link on all your winning products. You have to mention a clear-cut disclaimer that the cutoff time for Christmas shopping is 27th November, because that is Cyber Monday. That's going to be the final day where you run your ads and then you get your sales. But after that, you will be still getting sales, you will be still getting orders, and you will still be running ads, but turn off all your Christmas ads, and also turn off, make sure that you mentioned this text and highlighted text in your product description page on your winning product, which says the cutoff time for shipping, for placing orders for Christmas is 27th November. After that, we don't guarantee that your orders will be reaching you before Christmas. All right. Just make sure you have that disclaimer placed. So you're going to save on a lot of hassles. You don't want angry customers who have placed an order on 10th December expecting their product to arrive by Christmas and they don't get it, because they are not going to get it. All right. It does take 3 weeks. And make sure whatever orders you get on Black Friday and on Cyber Monday, you fulfill them that very same day. It is very important, because a lot of those orders will be Christmas orders, and you want to fulfill them, at least place orders with AliExpress that same day, so that you get your orders in line, so that they can get processed faster and get shipped out to customers faster. All right. Wasn't this awesome? This session was very important, guys. Listen, it might not seem like we're not running ads or we're not doing any fancy optimization or average order value, all these things. But these things are so important to remember, just so that you can save yourself a lot of frustration going forward in the future. And just so that you can be prepared for when something like this happens, you know how to deal with it. All right. You should know how to deal with these things. It is very, very important. All right. So this is Rituban. I want to thank you for being here. I want you to hit the like button below. That's right there. If you found value in this, if you're not subscribed to the Flying Start Online channel, the subscribe button is right below this video. The big red subscribe button. Just click on the bell icon so that you receive all notifications when I go live next. And also, I want to thank you so much for being here. Signing off from Bangalore, India. This is Rito. I'll be seeing you in day number 28. And tomorrow, we're going to have some data on how our Halloween sale went. All right. Awesome. I'll see you then.